Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Wolfenite Insights. Today we are doing a Gemini season reading. So this is for all zodiac signs. What I'm doing this reading for is for the energy that we're going to go through during this Gemini season. So as most of you guys know, Gemini is a sign of the twins. It really represents your subconscious and your unconscious. It's a representation of communication. Usually in the zodiac and astrology, they say that Gemini is like the merchant, the person that goes from place to place gathering information and just sharing it. And because of that, there could be a lot of misunderstanding because they're not integrating the energy within themselves, that information, and they're just sharing it without really looking if it's valid, if it's true, if there's any proof to it. They just like to share and socialize and just talk on impulse, which is why they're known to have like a shadow side and a light side. But let's be honest here, everybody has a light and a shadow and a gray in between. So for this reading, we will be asking the universe what currently describes you, a way you typically miscommunicate with others, how to deepen your connections with others, how you can better understand your direction in life, and energy to channel to improve your self-confidence, and a new project or hobby you should explore during this season. You can find the timestamps in the description box down below. I do want to let you guys know that I'm currently offering a discount in my readings. So you can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description box down below. They are currently at 15% off, and this discount ends on May 30th. So if you're interested in receiving a reading from me, now is your chance. And I guess that's it. Oh, last reminder, you guys, I'm just committing to uploading 3 videos every month on Tuesdays. So make sure you click the little notification bell down below so that you can be notified when I upload my videos. Well, with that, you guys, let's get started. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we are doing a Gemini season reading in which we will be asking the universe what currently describes you the best, a way you typically miscommunicate with others, how you can deepen your connection with others, how you can better understand your direction in life, and energy to channel to improve your self-confidence, and a new project and hobby you should explore during this Gemini season. So group number 1, what currently describes you the best is mental conflict. Group number 1, you're going through a lot of thinking. You guys are just overthinkers, overanalyzing. You're to the point where you don't make a decision because you're thinking too much. I feel for group number 1, you guys are also struggling with anxiety and just maybe some panic attacks, anxiety attacks here and there, and insomnia because you guys can't sleep for how much mental conflict you guys are suffering with right now. The angels want you to know that take each day a step at a time. Try to ground yourself the moment you see your mind racing. Remember to make a list where it's fact and fiction, and if your mind is racing, just on one side write all the things that are true, and on the other side write all the things that your mind is making up, so that you can ground yourself and realize that things are going to be okay. Group number 1, I'm also getting that it's important for you to talk to others. It's important for you to reach out and ask for help because the people around you have solutions for you. You don't have to go through this alone. And that's going to take off a lot of stress, and it's going to help you, ground yourself, breathe better, and be able to live in the present moment, because that's what the universe wants for you at this current moment in time. A way you typically miscommunicate with others, group number 1, is light. So group number 1, what I'm getting here is that with this light card, the way you typically miscommunicate is, for a majority of you, group number 1, you guys tend to be up in the air too much. You guys tend to have a lot of what ifs. When you talk to others, it seems like you're spaced out, or distracted because there's so much going on your mind. You honestly can't even actively listen to the people around you. You're just living in your own little world that when people are talking to you, looking for advice, or just trying to hang out with you, you're not fully present and you're not fully there. And that causes a lot of miscommunication between you and your relationships. Your relationships are trying to have a deeper connection with you, but because you're so in your mind and in your head, daydreaming about maybe all the possible worst outcomes, or maybe best case scenario, but for mostly group number one, it feels like it's worst case scenario that you guys are usually thinking about. So you guys tend to disassociate and imagine make believe places, make believe scenarios. A lot of daydreaming I'm feeling for group number one, and because of that, that is affecting your communication with others. It's causing you to not be present, to not pay attention, and your relationships feel like they're not important. Your relationships are feeling like only you matter, and if you're the one seeking for advice, therefore they're giving you all the support you need. But in reality, group number one, your relationships also need support. They also need emotional labor, and as of right now, you're on a taking spree instead of giving, only because you are thinking so much. You are out like daydreaming and you're spaced out with all the mental conflict you're going through, that you can't fully be present with your relationships. Okay, group number one, because I feel like some of you guys are like, but I give to others, I help others. But when it comes down to the serious conversations that they want to have for you, you're like checked out. And that's what's causing the conflict for you, group number one. Now, how to deepen your connections with others? We have the patience card. So group number one, what this means is that you need to be patient with yourself, but you need to be patient with others because you have such an intelligent mind and you can think about all different outcomes, all worst case scenarios, all possible positive outcomes. You tend to have really high expectations for the people around you. You tend to want to fix their problems. And if they don't listen to you, then they're wrong. And that's causing you to not be able to deepen your connections. The universe wants you to understand that it is important for you to be patient. It's important for you to water your relationships. So that means take the time to listen to them and know that only they know what's best for them, because they're the ones who are experiencing their life through their perspective and their lens. And as much as you're like, hey, my advice is great because I've been through it, I know so much, sometimes you just have to honor where they're at, group number one, and watch them grow on their own. But what I'm getting for you, group number one, it is important for you to stop pushing so much, pushing your ideas, your ideals, your morals, your advice. One thing I got really strongly is unsolicited advice. Group number one, just listen. Don't interrupt them. Don't try to fix. Just listen, because your relationships they just want you to hear them out. They just want to vent. They want to release that pent up emotional energy that they have. But sometimes they don't want to actually fix it. Or they already have an idea, but they don't want to share it until they've gone through it and realized if it worked or not. So be patient with your relationships, group number one, because that's going to deepen those bonds and connections. Now, how can you better understand your direction in life, group number one? We have suffering in silence. So group number one, right now, the universe wants you to understand that yes, you're going through tough times. You feel like you're suffering through silence, but know that this is temporary. Know that you're going through this in order to become stronger, to understand yourself, and really break through generational traumas, or understand the triggers that you're going through so you don't keep repeating the same patterns over and over. Group number one, what I'm feeling for you is that right now, even though life feels totally complicated, you're not where you want it to be, you're not doing the things you wish you could be doing, the universe wants you to understand that what you're going through right now is just temporary. It's going to be okay. But right now, you need to be kind to yourself. You need to have not like a positive outlook where it's like toxic positivity. They want you more to come from a place of gratitude for the things that you already have, because that's going to make you see, yes, life sucks, but it's also going to help you see that you have some good things happening all at the same time. But ride the wave and know that it's temporary. And the suffering, you don't have to do it in silence. You can reach out. You can ask for help and listen if you're ready. But if you're not, group number one, what I'm getting really strongly right now is to seek counseling, therapy, life coach, anything that helps you with your mind, because you're thinking way too much and you're suffering way too much, to the point where some of the suffering is unnecessary because it's your mind that just took over, and you need to be mindful of the thoughts and your self-awareness currently. That's really what I'm getting for you, group number one. Now, an energy for you to channel in order to improve your self-confidence, we have sacral chakra. So group number one, this actually makes sense with your mental conflict. So what I'm getting here, it is time for you to be empowered. It is time for you to create your identity, your sense of self, so that you can blossom and be who you are. It's time for you to be creative, to manifest your success, but most importantly, it is important for you to flow with life's energy. It is important for you to discover what are your desires, what are the things that you want, and are they things that you want because you want them or because others want them. Do some research, but it's important for you to currently tap into your creative energy so you can start improving your self-confidence and start believing in yourself and believing in the flow and the timing of life. You know, sometimes you want things right now, but God in the universe has another plan for you. So it is important for you to learn to flow and let go of the control of how you want it, when you want it, and how you will get there. Be creative, because with creativity comes flow. And by flowing, yes, you'll make it to your end point, but the way you'll make it is going to be the way you least expect it. And that's going to happen by you tapping into your creativity. You don't have to be like a master artist or anything that provides you a little bit of headspace and relaxation is considered creativity as well. So group number one, be kind to yourself, but really tap into that creative energy so that you can flow with the energy and improve your self-confidence. Lastly, a new project or hobby you should explore during this Gemini season. We have sound healing. Ooh, group number one. If you have sound bowls or singing bowls, I definitely would recommend that you start playing with them more often. If you don't, maybe just look it up or go on YouTube and check out some sound healing videos that are out there and listen to them. But what I'm getting is that music is a way that you can let your creativity flow, whether it's picking up an instrument, learning how to read music theory, if that's something that you're into, music in general, singing, writing songs, things like that. That's the hobby that you should start tapping into, because that's going to also correlate with your sacral chakra and help you really just start living in the present, enjoy life, increase your patience, and stop all that overthinking that you're going through. Well, group number one, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope it helped. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And lastly, I am offering a 15% discount on my private readings. You can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description box down below. This ends on May 30th. So if you wanted a reading, I suggest that you go and check them out. Well, group number one, thank you so much for your time. And until next time, bye-bye. Hi, group number two. Welcome to your reading. Today we are doing a Gemini season reading in which we will be asking the universe what currently describes you the best, a way you typically miscommunicate with others, how to deepen your connections with others, how can you better understand your direction in life, an energy to channel to improve your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and lastly, a new project or hobby you should explore. So the first card that we have here for you, group number one, is new beginnings. Group number one, you are in a phase of your life where it's all transitions. Everything is changing. A lot of things are happening. You're just like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen next? You are moving. You are either moving, starting a new job, starting school at a new campus. Group number 2, everything that's happening right now is all the things that you've asked for and prayed for. Even though it does not look like that, the universe wants you to know that there's a little mystery in their plan, but you are going to get the things that you want. It's going to be a very positive change for you. And during this Gemini season, just go for the ride. Be aware of your subconscious and your conscious thoughts so that you can embrace all of these transitions in a very positive manner, very flowy manner that will help you just adapt to the change a lot more easily. Okay, group number 2. Now, a way you typically miscommunicate with others, we have patience and planning. Group number 2, you tend to be very logical when you talk to others. You tend to be very much glass half empty type of personality, very pessimistic, straightforward, and just wait, life is this way and there's no way of changing it. You don't have too much optimism in your communication, and that's is what is affecting your miscommunication with others. What I just described, group number 2, is how people see your communication style. So when they're excited to give you good news and share all these good things happening, you come off a little dark. You come off very pessimistic, very logical, and very much like, well, yeah, that's good, but did you think about A, B, and C? Instead of celebrating with the other person, you just kind of shoot them down. And that's not the best way to communicate with others. That creates a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of hurt, and resentment, which is something, group number 2, that is important for you to realize. Because if you are being more pessimistic to people that are bringing you good news, or to them as good news, or they're trying to show you the silver lining, if it's about them, group number 2, honor their perspective, honor the way they see things, because for them it's good news. And that is okay. Maybe for you, you like to plan out and be so logical that you don't see the little sparkle in life, and that's okay too. But definitely, group number 2, it is affecting your communication. It is creating miscommunication, misunderstandings with your relationships. And that can affect you in the long run, to the sense that you don't have deep connections. You don't have valuable friendships and relationships where you truly are vulnerable with one another. And the reason for this is your relationships are afraid to be vulnerable with you because they're afraid of the judgment. They're afraid of your logical perspective, as well as your pessimism and your straightforwardness. They are believing that if they just share and be vulnerable, you're just going to tear them apart. So there's a lot of fear coming in that end. Okay, group number 2. Now, how you can deepen your connections with others, group number 2, we have third chakra. So group number 2, the way to deepen your connections with others is really to be assertive, be honest, but be kind. Honesty without kindness is brutality, and kindness without honesty is manipulation. Remember that, group number 2. The best way to deepen your connections is to allow your relationships to speak their mind, also in a kind manner, and for you to also speak your mind. It never has to be a win-lose situation. It could be a win-win situation. And that's what the universe wants you to understand, that there's compromise, that there's meeting halfway. And it's important for you to do that with others and others to do that with you. It's a give and take type of relationship, and that's what the universe wants you to practice on, so you can have those deep relationships. Now, how can you better understand your direction in life? Group number 2, we have wisdom. So group number 2, instead of focusing on logic, instead of focusing on knowledge, focus on wisdom. Focus on gathering the wisdom and experience of life, because that's going to help you transition in these new beginnings. This is going to help you adapt to all these changes and be able to let go of all the people that you've currently lost in your life, because it feels as though you have been struggling with letting go of people that have let you go. And it is important for you that during this transition in life, you start with a clean slate. Honor those relationships, honor the part that you played as well as them, because in conflict, it's a 50-50 issue. Both parties have a reason why things fall out. And it is important for you to honor those relationships, but know that your value doesn't come from relationships, it comes from you. So it is important, group number 2, that for your direction in life, your life is about acquiring wisdom rather than knowledge, and you have it a little bit mixed up right now. And that's something that the universe wants you to know, that wisdom is going to help you, be patient, be kind, and stop looking at the life as pessimism, logical, straightforward, and glass half empty. Okay, group number 2. Now, an energy to channel to improve your self confidence, we have consciousness. Group number 2, it is important for you to focus all your energy on just the divine. Whether you are religious or not, or you are in your journey of figuring out your spirituality, what I'm getting for the universe, it is important for you to tap into that divine energy, that divine consciousness, whether it is through prayer, whether it is going through church, going through seminars, going to people that know the type of spirituality that you like and you can learn more about it. It is important for you to start looking within and inward so that you can connect with consciousness. That could be being mindful about everything that's going on within you. And when you are more mindful of your actions, your thoughts, your words, then you start seeing life in a way of wisdom. Then you start being assertive and kind in your communication, and you stop seeing life as half empty and realize that it's half full. But for you, group number 2, in order to improve your self-confidence, it is important to have a relationship with spirit, God, universe, the creator, whatever it is that you like to identify with. It is important for you to create that bond, that trust, and that faith, because it's going to help you feel more empowered, confident, and have faith that at the end of the day, things will work out. Even though we all as humans have to go through horrible stuff sometimes, good things are always to come. Okay, group number 2. Now, a new project or hobby you should explore. We have abundance planning. So group number 2, it is important for you to learn numbers, to start budgeting, to start organizing yourself. I'm also getting to just create more structure in your life, especially with these new beginnings that are coming your way during this Gemini season. It will be important for you to just have lists, create a self-care practice, but most importantly, budget. Budget, because if you don't, it's going to come and bite you in the butt next time. Okay, but for you, a new project, a new hobby would be just getting to know yourself really well when it comes to your spending habits. Don't overspend, and more than anything, start buying things that matter, not things that you just crave or want to show off to others. Okay, group number 2. Well, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope it helped. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. Click the little notification button so you can be notified each time I upload. And I am currently offering a 15% discount on my readings. So if you wanted a personal private reading from me, now is the chance. You can go in the description box down below to find my Etsy link, where you will see that I have a 15% off on my readings, and this discount lasts until May 30th. Well, thank you so much, group number 2, and until next time, bye-bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we are doing a Gemini season reading in which we will be asking the universe what currently describes you best, a way you typically miscommunicate with others, how to deepen your connections with others, how can you better understand the direction of your life, an energy to channel to improve your self-confidence, and a new project or hobby you should explore during this Gemini season. So the first card that we have for you, group number 3, is the third eye. So with the third eye, group number 3, you are right now going through an awakening. You are going through some kind of realization, whether it's a quarter life crisis, midlife crisis, or just in general realizing that what you were doing is not something that you wanted to do. All of those are realizations. It doesn't just necessarily pertain to spiritual awakenings. But for some of you, group number 3, You guys are starting to have more visions, more dreams that are very prophetic. You're hearing things, seeing the signs from the universe, and you're starting to notice a lot of synchronicities. That's really what's describing you at this moment in time, group number 3, which is a good thing. You are evolving, you're growing, and you're changing. But as of right now, you are going through an awakening. You are dealing with past trauma, triggers, and really processing that part of you that was holding you back, and you're stepping into the new you, which I think that is wonderful. A way that you typically miscommunicate with others, group number 3, is the solar plexus. So group number 3, you're very headstrong. You are very much not like egotistic or narcissistic, but more like headstrong. These are your beliefs. You're right. They're wrong. Therefore, they should adapt. It's kind of like an only child syndrome type of thing, where in your communication style, you expect everyone to adapt to you, but you don't adapt to them. You expect people to give you what you need, but you're not also giving back. And that's because you have a very unbalanced solar plexus, in which is a little bit very much egotistic, group number 3. You are not always right, and that's okay. And when you're wrong, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't destroy your self-worth. Okay, it is okay to be wrong. It is okay to not be perfect. Your perfectionism has gotten to the point where it's like, if someone is giving you advice or trying to help you out or make things easier for you, you see it as a threat, and that is causing conflict within your relationships, and it's causing a lot of miscommunication because you're coming from a place of fear, from a place of like worried about self-worth, insecurities, things like that. And the outside world sees it like, oh, you're like super egotistic, perfectionism, and they just think that you need to be right because you feel like you're super knowledgeable, but it could be because you struggle with self-worth. Okay, group number 3. Now, how can you deepen your connections with others? We have trapped in fear. Group number 3, you are afraid to be vulnerable. You are afraid to allow people to see your imperfections, and that is affecting your relationships. It is important for you to be honest, to be vulnerable, obviously only with the people that deserve your vulnerability, group number 3. But it is important for you to let go of the fear of what people think about you, to let go of the fear of being wrong, because that is taking away from you the opportunity of creating valued friendships and relationships. You're so trapped within your own fear that when people are putting out bids of connection to you, which is like they're doing little things or saying things to try to connect with you, you are ignoring them. You have major walls up to protect yourself because you're afraid of being hurt. And group number 3, no matter what you do in this world, you will always end up getting hurt at some point or another. You can't protect yourself fully because with these walls that you're creating, yeah, you're avoiding getting hurt by others, but yet you're hurting yourself because you're stopping yourself from doing the one thing that you long the most, which is creating valued connections and friendships, long-lasting relationships. You are harming yourself and hurting yourself by keeping up these walls. And although this may seem a little bit, out there, and you might feel like, no, my walls keep me safe. Group number 3, you crave relationships. That's really what you're craving. And it is okay to be afraid to be hurt, but know that there's always good and bad in this world, and we just have to learn to go through it, make better decisions, be self-aware of our triggers so that we don't respond from a past perspective. Instead, we respond from a current perspective. Okay, group number 3. Now, how can you better understand your direction in life? We have the heart chakra. Group number 3, life is giving you opportunities to love yourself, to love others, and open up your heart chakra. Your direction in life is supposed to be a loving one where you respect yourself, you're boundaries are being respected, you respect other boundaries, you love yourself, and you realize how much you're truly worthy of wonderful things in your life. You are cutting yourself short, group number 3, and that's really causing you a lot of harm, unconscious harm, because you're not realizing it. You right now are in a state of self-preservation, which is why you're reacting from a place of fear. But it is important for you, group number 3, to learn to receive. That means receive compliments, receive help, receive, gifts, whatever it is that receiving looks like for you. That is what you need to allow in your life. If someone gives you a compliment, don't try to brush it off. If someone gives you a gift, honor that gift, because they're doing it because they want to, okay, group number 3? But definitely your direction in life, it's really to help you open your heart chakra and build your self-worth so that you can honor your needs and find people that honor them as well, so you can have healthy, stable relationships. Now, an energy to channel to improve your self-confidence during this Gemini season, group number 3, we have divine masculine. So it is important for you to bring divine masculine energy in a more positive manner. Instead of being so go, 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 straightforward, goal oriented. Yes, that is all good, but don't burn yourself out. It is important to allow yourself to express your needs so that you can bring your dreams and ideas into life with kindness and wisdom. You are strong, you are supportive, you are focused and active. So it is important for you to find a balance within your divine masculine, because if you're just a go, go, go and you become workaholic, or you're working so hard in school that you don't get to enjoy it, you're going to burn out, and making it to your goals is going to be a lot harder. The universe wants you to learn to balance that masculine energy that you have within you so that you can bring all your dreams and hopes into life, but with kindness and wisdom. Okay, group number 3, that's really going to help your self-confidence. And lastly, a new project and hobby you should explore during this season, it's beauty ritual. Group number 3, just like we were saying here with the divine masculine energy, it is important for you to start taking care of yourself. A new hobby or ritual you should do is beauty. Doing things that feel good for your body, whether that's face masks, whether that's baths or exercise, committing to doing your makeup once a week, getting a new haircut every 3 months or 6 months, something that takes care of you and makes you feel better about yourself, that involves your body and beauty. That is what you need to do, group number 3. That's going to help your self-confidence. It's going to be your self-care routine, and it's going to help you balance that masculine energy. It's going to help you love yourself, because by taking care of yourself, you're teaching your brain that you care about yourself, and it's going to help you let go of that fear that you live in. It's going to allow you to be vulnerable with others, and it's just going to be a good positive ripple effect for you. So group number 3, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope it helped. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel and click that notification button so you can be notified each time I upload a new video. And I am currently offering a 15% discount on my private readings. You can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description box down below. This discount lasts until May 30th. So if you're interested in a private reading, I would suggest that you go check it out. Well, group number 3, thank you so much for your time. And until next time, bye-bye. Hi, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. Today we are doing a Gemini season reading in which we will be asking the universe, what describes you currently the best? A way you typically miscommunicate with others? How to deepen your connection with others? How can you better understand your direction in life? An energy to channel to improve your self-confidence, and a new project or hobby you should explore during this Gemini season. So the first card that comes up for you is emotional loss. Group number 4, you have been going through a lot, whether you lost a family member, you got out of a relationship, you moved somewhere, you are going through emotional loss, and it's hurting your heart, and it's causing you just to feel a certain type of way. And I feel a lot of grief for you, so much that it feels very overwhelming. And group number 4, take your time to grieve this loss. Take your time to grieve these emotions. It is important for you to feel them, to honor them, and when you're ready to start moving forward. But do not ignore these feelings. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to yell, yell. It is important for you to feel them. You know, what I'm getting right now from the universe is dancing could help you release the pent up energy, because right now what's going on is you're holding in all this hurt, this pain, and this grief, and it's creating a buildup in your body that your body is starting to ache, it's starting to hurt. You're feeling such a heavy chest, and you need to move that energy out of your body. And the way you're going to do it is either by exercising, by moving, by stretching, or the easiest way, feel those energies, cry, yell, scream, just allow those energies to come out. Because when you're able to just release them and your body feels, exhausted from all of that emotional release, it could start building its, stability again. And that is something that you need in this moment in time, allowing all of that energy to be released so that your body can start to rebuild its foundation and start going back into balance. Now, a way you typically miscommunicate with others, group number 4, we have headache and loss. So group number 4 right now, with the communication, the way you miscommunicate with others right now is the fact that because you have so much emotional loss and so much heartache and just so much pain because you've gone through so many things that is completely unfair for you, that is causing there to be miscommunication and misunderstandings in your relationships. You are coming from a place of fear. You are coming from a place of hurt, and you can't see the other side. And that's what's causing problems with your relationships. And it is important for you to let your relationships know what you're going through so that they can be patient with you. They can be understanding with you. And if they're not, then group number 4, those people aren't meant to be in your life. Because in a moment where you need support, kindness, and love, if the people around you can't provide that because of all this intense emotional loss, then they're not good for you. Now, if the person that is trying to support you is also going through emotional loss because you guys lost a family member or something like that, then it is important for you to also be patient with them and know that people grieve differently. Grief shows very different on every person. It is important to honor every person's type of grief, but it's also important for you to communicate when you need time alone, when you need support, when you need, hugs, when you just need to rest. It is important for you in your relationships to communicate about that so that you guys, if this is something you're going through together, you can move past it together. And if it's just friendships trying to support you, group number 4, let them know what you're going through so that they can support you in a way that works best for you. So it is important for you to communicate with that so that you can decrease the miscommunication and misunderstandings that you're going through right now. Now, how can you deepen your connections with others? Group number 4, we have discontentment and boredom. So group number 4, because of what you're going through, the severe sadness that you're feeling, it is important for you to engage in activities, even if you don't want to, at least once a month with the relationships around you. You need to be with others during this time, and that's going to help you deepen your connections. The universe is letting me know by you allowing others to support you during these times, by you allowing the help, the guidance, or just, a listening ear, hugs, and comfort, that's going to deepen your connections. You don't need to do anything out of extraordinary. If all you can do is watch a movie with your friendships or your relationships, then do that. But you don't need to go out or anything like that. But do try to engage in activities at least once or twice a month, because that's going to deepen your relationships, but that's also going to help you with moving forward with this emotional loss and this heartache. Okay, group number 4, it is important for you to just try to engage with the people around you and just voice and communicate what you're capable of doing. And if that's just watching TV with them or drinking a cup of tea, that is okay. But communicate it so that you can deepen your relationships. And the support that they're giving you is because they want to, not because they feel forced. So learn to accept the support people want to give you. Okay, group number 4. Now, how can you better understand your direction in life? We have destiny. Group number 4, all of these things that seem horrible that you're going through, know that it was part of a plan. Know that it was destined and fated. And even though it's unfair, it's horrible, and you're feeling so much anger, rage, and pain, do know, group number 4, that the universe has better things in store for you, that the universe is trying to help you and support you during these tough times. And it is normal to feel resentment towards the universe, because you're like, I'm a good person, I've done everything I can, I've tried to be the best version of myself, and yet I'm treated like this. Group number 4, the universe is trying to support you during this time. It's trying to bring people in your life that are better for you. It's trying to help you see the reality of what and who is around you, to make sure that the people that are involved in your life are a good support instead of a negative one. Okay, group number 4. But do know that things are going to start falling into place. Things are going to happen a lot better. And things are going to just end up being more of a synchronicity, and you're going to really start seeing the messages from the universe, and you're going to see how this is temporary, and you're going to be able to move forward in a way that you can cope, process your trauma, and release those triggers so that you can have a fulfilling life. Now, an energy that you can channel to improve your self-confidence during this time, group number 4, is fertility. So this means it is important for you to open yourself up, be courageous, be creative, find some joy, and try new things. There is a potential for you to have a very beautiful new beginning, and that's going to help you through expressing yourself, through communication, through understanding your needs and your expectations of others. But during this Gemini season, group number 4, it is important for you to tap into your creativity. It is important for you to start doing things that you enjoy again, little by little, because that's going to help you move forward, and it's going to help you just be the best version of yourself, but also let go of all of that pain. And it's going to help you create new beginnings that you so desperately want and need in your life right now. Okay. Now, a new project and hobby you can explore during this Gemini season. We have intuition. So, group number 4, a new hobby, a new project that you should explore can be meditation, yoga, and I'm also getting that like intuitive writing. I don't know what that's really called, where you just write and then all of a sudden it's like your intuition that's writing for you. So I guess journaling, stargazing, things like that, group number 4. What you really need right now is to go more inward and feel, but also do hobbies that help you relax and clear your mind so that you can develop your intuition and trust yourself more than what you're currently trusting yourself. So that could be anything from yoga, meditation, drawing, journaling, anything that gives you that space of mind to relax. That is what you need to do during this season. And it is important for you to start doing activities that make you happy again. And even though you're like, I have no energy to be happy, by just taking a step forward, it will help you increase that flow of energy through your body, and it's going to start helping you take one step forward into a new direction. Well, group number 4, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope it helped. If you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you would like a personal private reading, I'm currently offering a 15% discount in my readings. So you can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description box down below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. Click that notification button so you can be notified each time I upload a new video. And just so you guys know, the discount for my private readings will end up until May 30th. Well, group number 4, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, reach out to others, and I hope this reading helped, and I will see you guys next week. So group number 4, until next time, bye-bye.